Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and this video. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. All right. I am not trying to make this video about my personal life and my story, but if it comes out, I'm letting it out, right? For weeks now, I haven't been trying to make these readings about me, but God insists. God insists in putting everything out into the open. Well, a whole bunch of things out into the open because there's so much more. Let's see, what is God want to talk about this time for you Taurus males? God got a lot to say to y'all. So this is our deck. It's just got letters in there. We might need, those of you who care that much, we might need to write. Last time we didn't have to, the message was quite simple. But I got my book here anyway. Do I have a pen? Yeah. Seriously. My apologies, yeah. This is unprofessional of me. Ah, there we go. I'm like, you're not supposed to be very far. Taurus male. Let's see, what does God want to tell you? Why did I just hear the water go on someplace else in the building? And my boiler made the clicking sound. My old neighbor, she's gone. The lady that was living in 139B with the son, she moved out 2 days ago, I think. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. So that would be like Sunday. So let's see who they're going to put in there next and what that's going to bring. I just heard the water go on somewhere. Usually I'd hear it here. And it's only me in the house. Their kitchen upstairs is here. But I heard the water go on that side. And then I heard my boiler make a clicking sound like when we turn the hot water on in this apartment. That's very strange. So have they now decided to mix up the electrics possibly, or the plumbing, and well, we have to now pay for other people's water usage or electric usage. We'll keep an eye on the matter to see if circumstances change, because that was weird. So what's at the bottom of the deck? We got I. I need to write over these cards. The letter I at the bottom of the deck. So I'm hearing self. Okay. Self. So the subject matter, Taurus male, is you for this part of your message. Okay. Okay, so we got C and M. Jackai, you just can't get away in it. Malachi, Ezra, you just can't get away. Look at the cards that drop out. Chris Mealin. That's Jackai's new identity. That's Malika's father's new identity. After he faked his death and changed his face, he took on the name Chris Mealin. Just straight like that, no chaser. Wow. I see. So the subject matter was I, the self. So, in relation to other Taurus males who might be dealing with this, the message for you is this is all about yourself. And these initials are a new identity. According to my story, how it fits with my story, it's a new identity. So perhaps you too, the other Taurus males, have taken on a new identity, whether you changed your name or not. It's like you have taken on a new persona. Okay, you are not who you used to be. Okay, so you may not have gone so far as to fake your death and change your face and take on a new name and a new identity, but you have changed yourself so much so that you are not recognizable as it compares to who you used to be. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So let's see. So I'm going to try and keep the message, even though it's quite personal, I'm going to try and keep the message as comprehensible as possible, where you can also see yourself in the message. Or if you're a cross watcher, you can see his story in the message as well. Okay. So, all right. Let's see the underlying issue. So, it's all about the self and this new identity. Hang on. Space. This new identity that you've taken on, Taurus male. Okay. So, we got L, S, I, Z, C, heterosexual, which usually comes out to talk about nature's way, the way nature intended something to go. D, V, J, A. I'm feeling two more. Q, and Y. So right away that look like question why. Question why something. We got S coming next. My name start with a S. Okay, Malika's texting me. Hang on. Okay, so I couldn't do the reading yesterday, people, because Malika was at home. And you could imagine how this topic is, it's not easy for her, okay? Imagine you're a little girl growing up to hear that your father faked his death, changed his identity. Matter of fact, he didn't even spend no time with you when you were growing up. So she already didn't feel close to him. And then he faked his death. He left only to find out that this man is actually doing a whole bunch of things behind the scene to kill and or hurt your mother. spreading rumors, poisoning her with these gases. They're the agents. They're the ones sitting behind the computer screen doing whatever. They're the ones that turn on the valves when it's time to turn on the valve to poison me in this house. We already got that reading a long time ago. And the next mission was to blind me. Yeah. Imagine growing up as a little girl, knowing that this is who your daddy is. This is what the story of your mother and father ended up being. That's Malika's reality. The same girl that you see smiling and doing her little videos and going to work, and yeah, that's the kind of weight that she carries behind the scenes. Being betrayed by who you thought was your grandmother and your aunties, and can't trust your uncles, and uh it's crazy. This is Malika's reality. They all trying to kill or ruin her mother. So yesterday she was at home. I wasn't gonna, because I don't know what's about to come out. So I wasn't about to take the chance to upset her spirit. So that's why I'm here today. So we definitely gonna need our book to get the message for this underlying issue. Right now I have to drink my tea without sugar because they put something in the sugar that's causing me to itch down there. So somebody's really working on making me look like I have a STD. So now I don't get that yellow stuff anymore. It's and just like they remember the reading with the what do you call it, the wipes, how they went to the shopkeeper and get them to put some sabotaged wipes up for them and whatnot. That's basically what they do with the sugar and the coffee and everything. It's the same moves over and over and over again. So they put the sabotage sugar there, but me and Malika, because Malika was using the sugar too, so obviously it reacted on her body as well. So it's like we can't both be, if we're both suffering from something down there, then it's because something that we both ate. And the common denominator in this case was the sugar. So they got the sugar sabotage, causing me to itch. It makes, it's some kind of acid or something like that, because it made the skin on my private part like break quite easily. That was crazy. It's like they're trying to disintegrate my pom pom. And in Malika said that it was causing like the chemicals in her body to react in such a way that it was not smelling like her. Okay, so, and I realized that all these things that they're doing, when they get in my body, they show up in one way. When they get in Malika's body, I think they're giving Malika the antidote. But what happened is these impurities, they're trying to escape Malika's body. So what Malika got going on is a bunch of bumps under the skin. So these impurities that they sabotage our foods and beverages and our smokes with, they go into the body, but you know how the body is programmed to get rid of anything that don't belong. So now Malika be getting some bumps. Right now she got a bump right here on her mouth. She got one, I think, in her ear. She got a bump, like bumps under her skin. They don't even come up to the surface. And you think Malika gonna want to talk to you again. You don't even know. You don't even know how you're programming your daughter to see you, bro. You think she gonna like you? You think she gonna like y'all? That's so egotistical of you. Like, anyway, yeah, they're trying it still. So, yeah, it's our life. So let's see. So CM, I'm getting, that's gonna be like, okay, so the subject matter was the I, self. And then the message is C and M. These are Malachi's new initials. So that will be seen as self again. Okay. Or new identity. Self, but new identity. And then the underlying issue or the backstory. Let's see. So we got the L, S, I, leave a space to write. And I like to leave another space so that it's clearly seen. Z, so I leave like 2 lines in between. Z, if you have a better formula, then of course use it. C, heterosexual. Right under that, well, I feel like it's nature's way. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So 1, 2, D, V, J, A, Q, and Y. So if you were writing, let me call them out for you one more time. We got L, S, I, Z, C, then heterosexual, then D, that is a D, right? Yeah, D, and then V, and then J, and then A, and Q, and then Y, right? So yeah. Now we wait for the messages to come in from the divine to tell us what is all of this. Because without God telling me what the hell this all stand for, nobody in this world would ever know. Not even the people who claim to be the smartest people in the world. All right, Most High. So hang on, let me clear my nostrils again. Yeah, they've been poisoning me a lot. I still didn't pick up my rubbish bin yet. My rubbish bin's still outside full. So I've been packing my rubbish in, like, I usually put them in bags in the bin anyway. But then I put those bags inside some other bags. And then I screw some screws into the fence that's like up off the floor and not quite up so high, because I see some cats sometimes on top of the fence walking. So in order to not make them like rip my garbage open, I just screwed some screws into it so that the bag is kind of up off the floor. It's in a, I put them in a way. I hang the bags with the rubbish. I hang the bags with the rubbish on the screws, so that it's hard for any animal to like rip them out and make the garbage fall all over the place and make me have to clean that shit up until the matter gets sorted. So in case you're going through something like that, you just need to put these things in a place where the village cats and rats and whatnot can't really get to it easily to make a mess. Okay, because cleanliness is godliness. And you know, if they really don't want to fix my garbage bin, I could probably just buy one of them tin bins and just light light my garbage a fire, one bag at a time. It'll be like a barbecue. I wouldn't put a lot because I don't want it to like. But yeah, and even put like a put the cover on it or something. There are ways to deal with the problem. See, they tried this trick with Craig's new persona, Azim. They tried this trick with Craig. They didn't pick up Craig's rubbish. Craig just he just dropped to his knees like, I'm sorry, master. I'm sorry, master. Are you gonna pick up my rubbish now, master? I'll never do that again, because Craig was trying to like defend me and be on my side, and because I believe at some point he loved me, but he's too weak. He's too weak. He's afraid of Babylon. He's afraid of the system. He's afraid of being a target like I am. He don't want to. None of them. They're all afraid of being on this side of the battle. You know, where they're being attacked by society, because they've been lied on and manipulated, and so instead of fighting on my behalf, like supporting me and protecting me and defending me, they choose to work with my enemies to fight against me instead, because it's quote unquote safer for them. Tell me that's not some bitch nigga vibes. You know she's a good girl. You know she's a good girl. You know Chanel don't hurt nobody. You know Chanel don't disrespect nobody. Eh? If you don't like Chanel because Chanel is willing to stand up for herself, then that's another thing. But Chanel is not the type to hurt people, disrespect people, go around making trouble. Chanel don't deserve to be treated like shit, period. All of them who know me, they know that. But just so that the system don't fight against them, they prefer to sacrifice Chanel and help the system to fight against Chanel, even though they know that Chanel is an innocent person, a humble woman, a easygoing woman. Just don't fucking cross her and you'll be fine. Beauty and the Beast, she is. Most times she's beauty, not beast. But if you want to push her, she gonna go there. And you're not gonna like it. That's how these people know me. They know me. But they are afraid for themselves. And that's why I say we're not the same, bruv. Y'all are bitches. Y'all are punks. All of you who fight against me, and you know that I don't deserve it. You just fight against me because you're afraid to make Babylon fight against you. The way Babylon fight against me. Why is Babylon fighting against me? That's the question that you all should ask yourselves. Why was I made a target in the first place? Why? Why was I so important to be put on the radar of governments? And secret societies and ancient gods? Why? You think that these people are going to target somebody who is insignificant? You think that an ancient god is going to get up from his high place or her high place to see about somebody who is about nothing? Honestly, y'all say you say you're smart. You feel that the US government gonna spend money and time and energy to fight against somebody who is about nothing? The question is, who am I and why they find it so necessary to fight against me, Chanel Green, so hard for so long with no visible end in sight? Why? Who am I? All y'all chose the wrong team. All of you who choose to fight against me, you have chosen to play for the wrong team. Just because I look like I'm a little girl and I look like I'm by myself and I look like I'm just an easy walkover, fucking 18 years of trying to walk over me with no success should tell you that what you were thinking that you were seeing is not what you were looking at. Don't let my calm demeanor fool you. Don't let my easygoing vibe fool you. Don't let the fact that I'm kind fool you. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Because what I'm doing, none of you can do. I've already surpassed all of you in stature when it comes to courage in a society. Y'all are posers. Talkers and posers. Y'all aren't about it. Y'all talk the talk, y'all never walk the walk. Y'all don't have the balls to walk the walk. You don't have the backbone to walk the walk. I do. And even with all of you grouping up together against me, y'all still can't stop me. Why? Jaja, 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 Jaja. Will never let I down, no Jah. Never let I down. Y'all chose wrong. Losers. That's what you all are. Bumbleclad L. Loser. Okay. So let's see the message. Let's see the underlying issue. What the shenanigans? So yeah, so let's just recap. The subject matter was I, which is the self. The message was CM, which is the self in its new identity. And then the underlying issue is what we're about to find out now. So, Most High God, whenever you're ready to give us the answers. Oh my. Okay, so L for love, S for Chanel, I. I for is. Shit, it don't make no sense to me neither, just right. Go with it. It'll make sense in a moment. It's like that last reading where God was like, intelligent girls be home. Shit, it didn't make no sense when I was writing it, but after a while it became abundantly clear what God was saying. So let's just have some faith and keep going. So love Chanel is, and then we got the Z. What's the Z for? Okay, so the Z represents the end of sentence. Okay, so it's like a full stop. Okay, so full stop. And put a circle around it so I don't think it's a word. It's saying the end of that sentence. Love Chanel is. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We got letter C. What's this C standing for? Oh God. I heard Craig name. Craig. And then we got heterosexual. Why did I put heterosexual? Huh. I put HERTER, heterosexual. So let's see. So the heterosexual energy, Most High, what's that? I heard straight. So heterosexual stand for straight in this message. STRAIGHT. D. D for down. V. I just hear vagina. Okay. Well, J. J for Jackay, or the old persona, the old identity. And God actually called him Jackay. I guess at one point he did belong to Jah. Now he belongs to the bumbleclad evil people them. Jackay. Put old identity. For the J, old identity. I'll put that in brackets. A. Okay, I'm hearing Azim. That's Craig's new identity. So basically, it's a colleague's new identity. I can't even call them friends. I'm sure Craig and Jack are not real friends. No matter how you see them go around with each other and go and like say them are some kind of bunkum friend. They don't know bunkum friend. Azim. I know Craig wasn't happy when Jackay had a child with me. He's like, oh my fucking God. As Craig for some time believed that Malika was his as well. As if I don't know what I was doing with my body. I telling them it's not their child. I'm telling them it's Malachi child, and then they just ignore what the fuck I was saying, and everybody want to believe what the fuck they want to believe. No problem. So anyway, Azim. So Azim is also a new identity of a colleague. New ID for colleague. All of them want me. All these little bumbleclad, pussyclad niggas want me. Eh? I ain't no bumbleclad lesbian. Me love man. I ain't no rascal man. Y'all are bitches, bruv. Y'all will sell me out. I'm trying to help save the world, and y'all will sell me out and cut all that shit down short if I allow you to be close in my life. You know, see how I work for dead. I'm trying to set the people free so that we can stop being mental slaves and physical slaves and whatnot, so that society can run right. And y'all wanna fucking sell me out to the highest bumbleclad bidder. And you think I wouldn't hurt you? Do you know how important what I do is? We are gonna change this fucking world to a much better version than what it is right now. Fucking bitch niggas. And y'all want me to be bitch made like you. Y'all wish I was a scaredy cat like you. Ah, y'all wish I was afraid and would stay silent just so that you can look like you're not the bitches that you are. Just so you can look like you're not the cowards that you are. Just so that you can look like you're not the bumbleclad failure, bumbleclad cancer of society that you are. You're part of the fucking problem. I am a part of the solution. We are not the same. Just because I get a little bumbleclad crumbs on the side, are you willing to watch everybody else suffer in poverty and fucking confusion and delusion and depression? Fuck y'all. We are not the same. All I care about is you and your fucking people and your friends. We are not the same. I'm better than you. Your highest aspirations is to have bumbleclap, big house and car and land and all them kind of little fucking meager little waste of time, waste of space bullshit. You a fucking belly crawler, bro. That's where you live. You're so low, you're a belly crawler. That's not my highest aspiration. My highest aspiration is to change the world and set these systems that are fucked up right. Let them work right. That's my highest aspiration. We are not the same. Y'all are selfish. And y'all are cowards. We are not the same. So, the last part is question why. I already got that earlier on. Q for question and why, WHY. Okay, now we need to read this shit back. Should I move this? I feel like I need to move this. Okay, let's put them back in order. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick them right back up how they come out, just in case we need to reference them again. Excuse me. Little boys will do what little boys do. I'm a grown woman. Okay? That's why all y'all little boys, all you care about is fucking pussy. Fucking pussy and being the best budsman that you can be. Y'all don't even know what real sex is like. You're not that great. Stop telling yourselves that. I've experienced all of you. You average. You're not the budsman that y'all think you are. None of you. Y'all are posers, bro. Y'all can only freaking mesmerize them little stupid idiot girl that y'all be fucking with who don't know what sex is really about with y'all type of sex that y'all be giving. Y'all don't know what sex is. That's one of the most highest prized possessions over your life and existence, and it's trash. You're not that guy. Oh God. Hang on, people. Let me have some breakfast. Yeah, man, y'all ain't that guy. Why am I saying that? Because y'all need to hear it. Y'all think that you're just the best sexers in the world. Y'all got a little swag, but y'all ain't swaggerific. Y'all like level 1. If there are 10 levels, you're like level 1. Craig was too afraid to really experience sex with me because he know he'd be hooked. One time we were doing it, he was like, why you have to be so sweet? Oh, you didn't want it to be sweet because you're working a job. You want to fuck it, but you don't want to fall in love with it. Why you gotta be so sweet? And when you people knew me, I was just a baby when it came to sex. I outshine you in that department too. Crazy, why you gotta be so sweet? Fuck you mean? It's mine. That's why it's so sweet. You're having a slice of heaven, dickhead. That's why it was so sweet. I'm supposed to be the target. I'm supposed to be the bumbleclad. I was a mission. I was a job. He wanted to have sex with me, but why he gotta be so sweet, bro? Why you gotta make him feel like he's kind of losing it? Can I tell y'all a nasty secret? But it's true about myself. It's shameful, but it's true. If you talk to these men, you might have heard them say this about me. When I was younger, right? It is an embarrassing true secret. Okay. When I was younger, right? Because when I knew these men, I was about 19, 20 years old. And like I said, I came from a background where the people didn't really tell me how to be a woman, right? So I basically grew myself. Now, looking back, I did realize that I used to wash my skin, but like I forget to wash my ass. So when we were doing our naughty, I would have been one of them girls where, like, if I was to do a number two. But you see, the thing is, I mean, it was bad, but it's still bad because I've always been the type of girl to wipe my ass with wet wipes after I do a number two. So I would wipe with a wet wipe, but when I wash my skin, I never remember to wash my ass. And I wasn't smart enough to know that I need to wash out my rag either. I remember one time my rag was getting real, it was getting real grimy, and it's like, what the fuck? And then I learned, but Craig was around me at that time, and Craig never said nothing to me. I swear he told me this like telepathically, probably not last year, year before last year or something. Like he was making it clear to me that, yeah, my ass needed to be washed. Real, real story. And my rag, I remember. So he didn't even wash his skin with the rag. He washed his skin with his own two hands and soap. But he didn't say anything to me. But this is what I'm saying. But you see, these people didn't care about me. That's why. Because if you're with a person like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, and they have ways about them that even if it's embarrassing, how do you expect them to learn and do better if you don't say something to them? This is what I'm saying. These people didn't help me to grow. But then I was a job to them. They fell in love, but I was a job to them before anything else. I was a path to a paycheck because the government sent them in after me in it. So I was a path to a paycheck. So I guess they didn't really care about investing in me properly. Uh, so if they ever told you that story is true, I wasn't smart enough to wash my ass properly. But it's good too because if the government sent them in to get me and they were pretending with me, then seemed like justice in it. Smell that shitty ass. How that smell back there? Ooh, gotta eat that booty like groceries. Isn't that what y'all say? Bumbleclad. It shouldn't be nothing for you to smell some shit. Cause y'all be talking about anal sex and all type of things like it's just the best thing ever. So yeah, shit is involved in anal sex. So I guess it kind of nullify the embarrassment of what happened, didn't it? But to tell you the truth, when I became aware of what happened, I didn't even care. I've been saying from the beginning, yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that because you were playing me all along. So yeah, you don't get to enjoy this body at its height of perfection. You don't deserve to. Why you gotta be so sweet? Well, now you smell shit. It's not so sweet, in it. It helps you to maintain your your walk between falling in love and it be just being a job. You're welcome. That's nature. That was nature's gift to you, Craig. So let's see what the hell is God saying with this message now. Love Chanel is. Chanel is love. Yeah, I keep telling them that. I'm just pure love. That's why they thought I would have been easy to conquer. But the secret to really mastering love is knowing when to love yourself first. Love Chanel is. So Chanel was loving all y'all, but when Chanel realized that y'all were treating Chanel like crap, Chanel just pulled back the love and gave it to herself. I love me. I love me. Yeah. So okay. So Chanel, love Chanel is. Yeah, Chanel was always love. Motherfuckers. Okay, now I get it. Because you see how God put that? Love Chanel is. That's crazy, isn't it? Malika's expecting a delivery. Okay, there we got Craig straight down vagina. Craig straight down vagina. Jackay. What the hell? Okay, wait. So Craig straight down vagina. I need to know where one sentence starts and where one sentence ends. Hang on. There it was again. The water and then my thing going click, click. I'm going to tell Malika to keep an eye on it. Okay. So it's like somebody's using our water and our electricity too. Anyway, Craig straight down vagina. Jackay, which is the old identity. Jackay and Azim, that's Craig's new identity. Craig straight down vagina. Jackay. And Azim. Question why? Craig straight down vagina. You know what? I'm gonna get a deck so that I can get a clarification. What do you mean by Craig straight down vagina? I don't wanna. What does that mean? Let's get a card or something to Craig straight down vagina and Jackay and Azim. Question why? Jackay. Okay, stop racking your brain. get help. Yeah, there's method to what appears to be madness. What's at the bottom of the deck? Some kind of agenda. Well, I get that part. I knew there was some kind of agenda. I believe that they were always they were working together for a long time. Okay, so Craig straight down vagina. What do you mean by straight down vagina though? Was he like talking bad about my vagina? Was he is this talking about when I decided to get back with Craig after being with Jacky? Okay, so that's I'm hearing yes with that one. Okay, so Craig straight down vagina. So okay, Jacky old identity, and then we got Azim, the new identity. Question why? So why did Craig get back with me after Jacky? So that's after Jacky ran away the second time and came. When he ran away the second time, that's when I opened up myself to being with somebody else. And in come Craig into the story. So you're trying to say, well, question why Craig came back into the story? Why Craig came back in to be with me? Okay. So why Craig came back in after he been trying to get me to get back with him, because I remember like in 2004 or something like that, he was doing this magic where he just kept saying his name in my head. I kept hearing Craig, Craig, and I remember praying that I don't open my mouth to call Jacky name and Craig come out my mouth, because it will look like I was associating with Craig still when I was not. After I left Craig and got with Jacky, I didn't get back with Craig or anybody else at all for all those 8 years. Oh no, not 8, because I got back with him. What was it, 2006, when I was doing the Calypso and the Soca and whatnot? I think it was 2006. But Malachi had run away again. I think he was gone for, I don't even fucking remember how long. But anyway, so question why Craig came back in to be with me at that time. I'm only guessing that it's because I was the target. They had already targeted me, because right after, shortly after, well, Craig's behavior got really weird in many ways now that I look back. And then he tried to get me to commit to him, which I agreed to. And then he started treating me like trash slightly immediately after, which is the same trick that they've been using on me all these years. Get with me, pretend that they love me, and then do stupid shit to break my heart. That's been like the pattern of things for all these years. That's what they've all been tasked to do. So he did that, and then I started looking in on other men and didn't give a fuck. Now that must have hurt his feelings. I know he saw me at the beach. No, who was it? Nah, I was kind of talking with high grade at the time. Yeah, and I wasn't hiding it. So I think that offended him. But the thing is, I'm just a bumbleclad job. I'm just a bumbleclad job. Why are your feelings hurt? Yeah, you're just here for your agenda. So why are you hurt when I look into somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was looking into Cranston Buffon. I was looking into high grade because I was looking for a man. I was looking for a companion. And I think that he thought that was very rude of me. Nah, bitch, you just ain't that guy like you think you are. That's why. If you treat me like trash, I have a right to leave you. So this is what I'm saying. The same tricks that they've been using on me, they see how I respond to all of them every time they try it. And they just keep doing it over and over and over again until I cut them out like completely. Because yeah, I get upset about being treated bad. I speak up for my right. um we become friends again, you do it again. I separate myself, I talk about how I'm treated, and we make up again. So we keep making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up. But there comes a point where I break up and it's like, no, I'm not looking back at you at all. So whatever you were thinking about me, maybe you were seeing it as a weakness or what, but I was just giving you a chance because I actually loved each and every last one of y'all for real. I saw each and every last one of you men as your own person. And at one point, I did love each of you. If I'm with you, it's because I actually like you. I have feelings for you. It's not because of anything else. It's because I'm interested in you. So I was actually interested in all of you at the points when I was with you. Because I'm that type of girl. I'm not a player. I'm a woman who respects herself. I'm about family. I'm about business. I'm about growth and maturity. I'm about progress. Y'all thought I was just a little naive toy to play with. Okay, so some kind of agenda to farm bullying. You see? Like I said, he came back in, pretended to love me, and then break my heart. And that was the cycle over and over. Come in, give me just enough to keep me interested in him, and then do some stupid shit to break my heart. So that's why he came in. Okay. So I am a loving person. And then it say, Craig straight down vagina, Jackeye, Azim, question why? Craig straight down vagina, Jackeye. Craig straight down vagina, Jackeye. Azim, the new identity. Question why? So this is a message to Jackeye to look into the whole situation of what actually happened between us. So God is asking Jackeye to look back. Okay. So Craig decided to come back in and be with me. Okay. And God is saying to Jackeye to look into why that was. Okay. And then it said Azim new identity. So after Craig came back in and was dealing with me, pretending to love me and then break my heart, love me, broke 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 my heart, thinking that that's gonna weaken me somehow. Shortly after that, he became his new ID, which was this Azim person. So God is telling Malachi, Jackai, George Allen Jr. to question why. So that's some homework for you, Mr. Allen Jr. Why did Craig come back in to be with me? And then shortly after that, fake his death and become Azim. Well, that's a private matter between you and your God, but God want you to question, why did Craig do that? There's method to what appears to be madness, Jackai. There is some kind of agenda at play. And you are not exempt from being bullied too. But Craig did it so that he could start bullying the mystical being, which is me. This is the reason why the government is after me. This is the reason why an ancient Egyptian god would be after me. Is because I'm a treasure. I'm not a regular human being. I'm God sent. I'm an actual God sent. So that's why Craig faked his death shortly afterwards, shortly after getting back with me. That's why Craig did all that and fake his death and then turned into Azim. Because he was on a mission. He was on the job. Him and your sister, Karen. I believe that Karen came from the United States with her orders. And I was the target. So it's like they all used you. So you didn't even know what was going on when all the madness was actually going on. So they just used you or fit you in however they could fit you in because you had access to me. Anybody who has access to me, they become a valuable person to this evil secret organization that's trying to conquer me. That's why I don't keep friends. Because most people would sell me out. They don't see me as special. They're getting a couple of dollars to sell me out. Shit. It'll be their greatest pleasure. It don't matter how nice I am to them. It doesn't matter how more valuable I would be to them to be my friend. They don't care about that. They're not smart enough to care about that. They're getting a couple $1,000 or whatever. Shit. That's all they want to know. That's why I'm here alone. After I caught on to how that part of the system worked, I stopped being friends with anybody. I stopped caring about being around anybody. I stopped wanting to allow anybody to get that close to me. It took me a while to figure out the Lil Wayne part with the energy vampirism and siphoning energy and how you people, or maybe you don't even know about that, but Craig and them were using him as some kind of conduit. When I stopped parring with even Wayne telepathically, that's when Pata and them show up. Because by me severing ties with everybody, by me cutting out everybody from my emotional body, it cut the ties, and whatever y'all were able to access, y'all weren't able to access anymore. So by cutting everybody out of my life, not just physically, but also emotionally, it helped to protect me. That's why they talk about cord cutting. You need to do cord cutting because you are still emotionally attached to that person or that thing. But it's not about doing a cord cutting spell or anything like that. You can do that with your mind. Your reasoning. What's your reason for letting go? You have good reason to let go. It won't be hard for you to let go. It wasn't hard for me to let go because I have good reason to let go of all of you. I see all of you much clearer now. And I know y'all see me much clearer now too. Whether y'all like what you see or not. Whether I like what I see or not. But Malachi, God is asking you to question the people that you have around you. Because the first deck that we did that was talking about you and your associate, it already called them fake friends. These people don't have no friends. You're a means to an end. They use people. I don't know, at one point, Craig was sent in on a mission in my life. It could have been when I was a little girl. Because I remember I saw him. How it all started was I used to walk home because I used to live over at Kinsale. And I used to pass Craig and the other man them. They were okay, it had the bridge just before I got to the bridge, before I got to the prison and the bridge, they were chilling out like close to Barclays Bank in a town. And I remember noticing him, but I kept walking, going about my business anyway. And then, not long after that, he came up in the schoolyard. I was at Church Road campus at that time. I think I was in second or third farm, something like that. He come up into the schoolyard, right? And I could see something on him. So even then, my spiritual eyes were working, but I wasn't aware of myself at that point when it comes to my spirituality because nobody taught me. So I had to figure all that out myself, try to understand myself over the years in dealing with life. So Craig came up in that schoolyard with something because I didn't care about him the first time I saw him, and Nathan did the same thing too. I didn't care about him the first time, but the second time that I saw him, they had something on them. They used some kind of charm or something. There was some kind of magic on them to get them noticed. I saw it. I saw it in the spirit realm. While I'm awake, looking at him walking, coming up into the schoolyard, I could see the magic swirling around him. I saw it. I saw it around Nathan too. The second time I saw Nathan, because the first time I see Nathan, I wasn't interested at all. And then by the second time Nathan come back around, all of a sudden I'm seeing halos around him and all type of shit. All of a sudden now I'm interested. Okay? So I don't know if that was personal magic or if that was him working with the US government or somebody representing the US government. Maybe he don't even know. Maybe Craig don't even know these people that he was around at that point of his life and what was really going on. I don't know if you people ever came to the realization as to why I was a target at all. All y'all know is Chanel is the target, but y'all don't know why Chanel was the target. Y'all don't know who Chanel is. Because y'all are looking at Chanel for the physical being. You're not looking in the spirit realm. But I'm saying that to say, I don't know at what point Craig was recruited to be a secret agent in my life. That's for y'all to know. But God want you to look in, Jackai, and look back at why Craig came back into my life. And then shortly after that, he faked his death and changed his identity to this Azim character. There's something that you are missing. And that brings me to the end of this reading. And I don't really care what it is that God, look, mystical being, underground city, control. They're trying to control me. They're trying to control me. Y'all can't control me. Y'all can't bumble clock control me. If that hurt your feelings, too bad. I am that girl. The fuck? Don't let my kindness fool you. Don't let my humbleness. Don't let my humbleness confuse you. Chris Mealing. So just to wrap up, let's see. Let's look back. So from a general perspective, Taurus males who are not these characters that I'm talking about, if you find yourself in this same scenario. So the general message here for you is God want you to look at your quote unquote competition or your rival, because this Azim, because I was with Craig before I was with Jackai. Okay, Craig was actually he was high on my list of people that I love. Let's put it like that. Okay, as far as men go, yeah, he was that guy for me. Okay, so I was with him before I got with my child's father, right? And then after my child's father did me wrong several times, then I got back with my ex, right? Now, what God want you to do, Taurus male, is figure out why did the ex go back into your woman's life or your baby mama's life, and then shortly after that he changed his identity. Okay, so whoever the man is that got back with your baby mama, talking to the other Taurus males, somebody from her past got back with her, and then shortly after they got back together, this man switched up his identity drastically somehow. I don't know what that looks like in your reality. It could look like maybe they start dressing different. Maybe they ended up getting more money. Maybe for you in your world, that could look like maybe they start saying certain things that they weren't saying before, and behaving in certain type of ways that they weren't behaving before, going to certain places that they weren't going before. But something drastically changed about this man who came back into your baby mama's life, right? After she got back with this man. So God wants you to look at that thing and question why. Why did that big, massive change happen? How did that massive change happen? God don't want you to just sit with the change and accept it as it is. God wants you to take a close look at why that change happened. It's important to you that you understand why this person made that change. Okay? So whether the man is still with your baby mama, or he's moved on from your baby mama and become richer, or just a totally completely different person, God wants you to take a closer look at why did that even happen, or how did that take place. Okay? It's important for you to understand. So that brings us to the end of this one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until tomorrow, we see what are the shenanigans. This is the next deck. So tomorrow we look at what the other shenanigans is that's going on, right? So thank y'all so much again. Until next time, loves. Have a great